So, what is the definition of procrastination? We all know what procrastination is, and if you went to Google, then you'll find what the meaning is of the definition there. But I would like to define as what I describe as procrastination for myself. So, without going into lengthy description, um, what I see as procrastination is just self-sabotage. So this is just me sabotaging my dreams and my vision. It's just it's a learned behavior that I have learned to procrastinate. Um, so so that's just how I view it. And it's a behavior that need to be unlearned. And also I see it as a like the way the body reacts. It's a body mechanism um, that that happens when I'm faced with a challenge. So we tend to procrastinate when, especially when it's something new that is about to make your life better. So we don't procrastinate on things like watching TV, maybe watching our favorite program. We don't procrastinate on that, yet we will procrastinate on things that will make our lives better. So we need to stop like blaming the devil for it. We need to start taking 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 responsibility of our own lives and our own destiny. And if you don't do something, then don't blame anything or anybody. Don't, and most surely don't blame the devil. He had nothing to do with it. It's just you. You procrastinated, and that's what you need to take on board. And we need to start taking responsibility. And I would like to encourage you, if you try this and fail, if you try something today and fail, don't give up, keep going. So another thing is that it's a mindset. Procrastination is a mindset of I can't. So you you decide in your mind that you cannot do something, and that's why you can't do it. So I always say, if you believe you can't, then you can't. You are right. You are absolutely right. If you say you can't, then you can't do it. But if you decide I can, then you will do it. You'll find a way. Where there is will, there is a way. Okay, we go on to the next slide. So, how do we overcome procrastination? We overcome procrastination by resetting our brain and starting to form autopilot positive behaviors. So, basically, the way I look at it is that you have two decisions to make. Um, First of all, whether you're going to encourage positive behaviors or negative behavior. So the one you feed most is what will grow. So we have this story of two wolves. I can't quite remember exactly how the story goes, but basically the lesson from that story is that um, there was two wolves, and then one was fed, and then the other one was starved. And basically, the one that was starved ended up dying, and the other one that was fed ended up growing. So basically you have those two behaviors that you need to reinforce and to feed. So if you feed the positive behavior, then you will have positive behaviors and then lead to your success. And if you starve the negative behavior, they'll soon die off. So that's just how I look at it. So start by resetting your mind, and also being aware that these are behaviors that you probably picked up in your childhood and you've never dropped them even today. I remember when my mom would tell me, oh, go and do this, and then I would say, oh, no, mom, wait, I need to do this. So um, those are behaviors that we need to stop. Even us as adults, as mothers, we need to start reinforcing better behaviors. So if we see our kids behaving in a procrastinating manner, then we need to stop it. And we cannot teach what we don't practice. So start that yourself. Stop procrastinating and let your child learn positive behaviors. So I remember we'll just start saying, oh, wacha kwanza nifanye hivi, wacha kwanza nifanye hivi. When our moms tells us, oh, do this, and then we're like, no, wait, I need to do this or whatever. So that's a form behavior. So that's what you need to stop. Um, so yeah, just start being positive and just doing what you need to do. Um, your children will learn more from what you do than what you tell them. That is true. Yeah. So aim to automate positive behaviors. So basically, be on autopilot all the time, doing positive things. But then that comes with practice. You have to start practicing, and the actual beginning of this will be when you realize that you have these behaviors and just take responsibility and change them. You can't change something if you don't believe that you've got a problem. So that's where it all starts. Also, as I said, start to be on autopilot all the time, doing positive things that will lead to your success. So basically, stop doing things that won't bring success or bring food to the table, on the table, for your kids and your family. So start doing the things that will bring um, overall success and happiness to your life. Um, also, also, we have this Nike saying that just do it. You just need to start having that in your mind and just deciding, okay, I'm just doing it. Whatever is positive, don't even think about it. Start doing it. Also, be your own mommy. There's this myth that we don't need our moms, or we don't need anybody telling us what to do when we are over 18. Actually, the way I look at it is we still need to be our own mommy. We might not have our mommy around, but we still need to be our own mommy. We need to start harnessing our thoughts and just being in control of what we think and what we say, and just make it, speaking out your thoughts. I find that very helpful. So whenever I catch myself thinking, oh, I can't do it, then I'm arresting that thought and just saying, no, you can't do it, and we're gonna do it. So yeah, stop being your own mummy. So start mumming yourself, if that makes sense. So if you catch yourself procrastinating, tell yourself off and say, Gladys, stop doing this. Um, it's not time for this. Get on with it. Yeah, so that's just an example. It would be interesting to hear um, what kind of how you've mummied yourself throughout the week. So yeah, let's get on to the next slide, and it's our last slide. It's slide 4. So yeah, so welcome to our last slide. So as I've been talking about in this course, I've been saying that we need to do a 360 turnaround. So basically, I found an image that really represented what I had in mind and what my aim for the course is just to help you have a turnaround, a life turnaround. So it's like these planes that are flown during presentations, national presentations. So when you see those planes, they just act. And when they turn around, they do a 360 turnaround. It's a 360 turnaround. So that's how I want your life to be. That's how I want you to quickly turn around. So you're turning around from the negative influence in your life, from the yeah. So you're starting to form more positive behaviors. So one thing you need to do is to push through fear. It's gonna be fearful, and it's gonna be difficult to start to be at the beginning, but you have to push through. So this is where you start now, reinforcing positive behaviors, and you do that by daily practice. You start doing that as soon as you wake up. You start by thinking, okay, for example, Gladys, what do you need to do today? I need to do the dishes first, or I need to brush my teeth first, and then I'm going to do the dishes next, and then I'm going to go and take a shower. After that, I'm going to um, get the kids ready, and then I'm going to get out of the house. So what have I got to do then? Exactly what I've just said. Get up, brush my teeth, do the dishes, then take a shower, get the kids ready, and then get out of the house. So nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, so it's just starting those daily habits, positive habits. So one thing I would like you to practice on this week is doing the dishes. So when you do the dishes, I want you to wash them, rinse them, dry them, and then store them. So here you will need a cloth that you can wipe your dishes with. So instead of leaving those dishes on the sink or next to the sink, I want you to put them where they belong. Um, so that's the one behavior I want you to practice on today, and this week. And then please give me your feedback on how that have changed you, or have improved your life. Um, Another thing that I would like you to do is obviously be your own mommy. I spoke about that on the previous previous slide. Also, start thinking loudly and harnessing your thoughts. I spoke about that on the previous um, slide, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. You already know what I mean by harnessing your thoughts. We talked about that last week. And then another thing I would like you to do is to start eliminating distractions. So if that means you got to uninstall Facebook or uninstall Instagram, then do what you have to do, so that you can start reinforcing these positive behaviors. Just do what you've got to do. And this is a personal journey, as I said last time. So you do what you have to do to get your life to where you want it to be. The last thing I would like you to do is to plan ahead, and write a list every single day and then stick to it. So basically what I spoke about on the previous slide. So I hope today's lesson has been good. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Okay. Bye.